Greetings, Culturians, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we talk about something exciting, some good news. We're going to talk about Paramount doing what Paramount needs to do, which is flooding the field with good films, action films, things that are going to bring an audience in. And one of those things, of course, as you saw from the thumbnail, is G.I. Joe. And we're not just getting one G.I. Joe movie, we're getting two. And probably many more to follow. Anyway, let's take a look at this story and dive right in. Here we go. But before we get started, just a real quick reminder, I'm here trying to get to 50K, so please double check that you're still subscribed to the channel. Whether this is the first time that you've been here or the 1,000th time, the 10,000th time that you've seen one of my videos, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the little subscribe button. Make sure that you turned on the notification bell and turned on all notifications. I do dozens of pieces of content each and every week and, well, multiple dozens every single month. You don't want to miss any of that. I even created some handy playlists for you to watch one video after another because YouTube tells us that if you watch something from a creator you enjoy and then follow up with a second video from that same creator, it kind of prevents you from getting unsubscribed. So if you do me that small favor, I'd appreciate it. Other than that, hit the thumbs up button and we'll get right into this particular article. From Deadline, two different G.I. Joe movies and early works at Paramount between Danny McBride and Max Landis. Now, Max Landis doesn't have a good history in Hollywood. He's been removed from things at the very beginning of the hashtag #MeToo movement. But there are two different movies in early development, and Deadline has confirmed between the Righteous Gemstones creator Danny McBride and American Ultra scribe Max Landis. We hear that Landis has a treatment while McBride is in talks to write a treatment. Know that Paramount has a myriad of Transformers projects in the early stages as well. And that, well, that's wonderful news. We need event films again, things we can look forward to, things that are of quality, things that are fun. We haven't had that in a long time. Marvel's been a downer, and so is Star Wars, and Superman didn't exactly uplift anybody, which was really disappointing, at least in my opinion. Let me know what you thought of those down in the comments section below. But Landis is the son of the filmmaker John Landis. He made bank by selling the 3 pitches out of college in a 6-month time frame early in his career. His script for Chronicle landed on the blacklist and ultimately sold to 20th Century Fox, Davis Entertainment. And you know what? It was a good effort. I'm going to say this. I don't really care who writes these. I'm just excited for them. We haven't had anything to be excited about in a while. And this is not the only place we're going to be looking at or the only story we're going to be looking at. We're going to take a look over here. Paramount moves ahead with 2 G.I. Joe movies as a big event strategy takes shape. And this is the bigger, broader part of the conversation. You see, following the exclusive report that Paramount plans to focus on major event films built around mainstream audiences, that's us, and around classic heroism and the return to the Snyderverse, which is another story that I covered last week, Deadline has now confirmed early development for 2 separate G.I. Joe films. I'm going to keep saying it because I'm really excited. If one of these is popular, or even if both of them are popular, what is that going to do for G.I. Joe? Well, it's going to boost the sales in the future. It's going to boost merchandise sales. It's going to boost the studio with massive earnings, and sources are filling them in right now over at Cosmic Book News that Paramount wants the G.I. Joe movies to be similar to the original animated series in the 80s style action and more. Now, Cosmic Book News actually has another article on this, so if you want to check out what that might sound like or look like, you can read that over there. But the important part of this conversation is the fact that this fits into Paramount's event film strategy, which we need. We haven't had in a long time. I think a lot of people would agree. It's nice to look forward to things. Cinematic universes can bring a lot of joy. It can also give you things to look forward to, and it will lift FOMO in a way that, hasn't been there since maybe Endgame for the Marvel Avengers series. We haven't had anything like that in a while. If you can think of something, let me know in the comments section below. But the development lines up directly with what our insiders told us. The Ellisons are prioritizing big event films centered on recognizable IP and broad audience appeal, which is the same thing they want to bring to news, which is why CBS is slowly changing. It's also why when they get their hands on CNN, as I did a video on right up there, well, they're going to change that too. They're aiming for a 70% audience. They're aiming for the middle. They're aiming for the people that show up. And you know what? Those are the only people you should aim for anyway. But Transformers and G.I. Joe represent exactly that large-scale franchise, built-in fan bases, and also, well, the merch. That's right. Collectors are going to love the merch and, well, new fans alike. So a lot of the people who are going to go see this, they grew up with this. It's something they can pass on to their kids and grandkids. The 80s toys were very popular. The animated series I watched every day. So I can tell you, this works. And the first two live-action G.I. Joe films combined for $278.1 million global at a time when ticket prices weren't that high. So that's a lot of butts and seats, which we don't see anymore. It was powered by stars such as Bruce Willis, Dwayne Johnson, and of course, Channing Tatum. However, the 2021 spin-off Snake Eyes struggles, earning just $40 million worldwide. Well, I don't know what they were thinking. The casting was wrong. Everything about that film stunk. It was kind of a really big nod to the beginning of DEI in cinema, and it kind of broke everything. It broke the narrative for a lot of things to come. And of course, Michael Bay's Transformers franchise has brought in billions, and Bay is also said to be returning for that. So you got two new guys bringing two fresh ideas to what's going to be a G.I. Joe universe, and you have the original like developer, creator, whatever you want to call Michael Bay for Transformers. Maybe, just maybe, he can get that feeling back inside of all of us. I certainly hope so. And with that being said, are you keenly missing event films? Do you think that's where the money is? Do you think we need those tentpole blockbusters in order to kind of break open the cinema like we used to? Do you think that there are franchises out there that need further development? Do you think we need to return to Conan? What do you think we need to do to get people back into the cinema going experience? And what do you think streaming will do in response to that, other than obviously buy them on the secondary market? Other than that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands because it's good hygiene, and, well, you won't get sick that way. And until next time, see ya. Hopefully at a G.I. Joe movie. Hurrah.